The US president arriving to address an organization he's publicly derided as being weak and incompetent. Donald Trump told a special meeting at the UN that it was in urgent need of reform.
In recent years, the United Nations has not reached its full potential because of bureaucracy and mismanagement. While the United Nations on a regular budget has increased by 140% and its staff has more than doubled since 2000, we are not seeing the results in line with this investment.
Unwelcome words for supporters of the UN, who've already seen its budget cut by $500 million following pressure from the Trump administration. But even more significant will be the president's keynote speech to leaders of nearly 200 countries on Tuesday. They'll be listening intently for clues as to the US's future role on the international stage.
What his fellow world leaders won't know until this assembly gets underway properly is which side of the US president will be on display here. Will it be the Donald Trump keen to work with them to resolve the pressing international issues of the day, particularly North Korea? Or will it be the Trump who has such disdain for this organization that he believes costs the US taxpayer far too much money for far too little reward?
Ian Williams has been observing and writing about the UN for a quarter of a century. He believes that despite his low opinion of the institution, Trump will work with it in the international interest.
The US is still, the world's #1 superpower, and the jobs that the UN doesn't do will devolve upon the US unless it wants to see chaos spreading everywhere. And as we've seen, chaos has a way of ricocheting out of control. There's no telling, US interests will be directly affected in no time at all.
But what is clear is that while Donald Trump remains in the White House, the United Nations will be under continual pressure to justify its role. Jon Brain, TRT World, New York.